Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today we're here to talk about the Baerskin Tactical Fleece Hoodie 3.0. So stay tuned. Okay guys, yes, you probably just noticed there was a t-shirt change. The reason that being, the first time I filmed this, when I went into editing, I noticed that a lot of the video was filmed way too close, but I still wanted you to see the bag that it came in. But I had already thrown it away because I was already done with the video, so that's why you're seeing the t-shirt change. Now, other than that, why am I bringing this to your attention? Why am I talking about it? Well, last year you may have noticed that I reviewed the Baerskin 2.0 hoodie, and so now I have the 3. So before we get into it, just a couple of things. One, sorry about the lack of content. That has not happened in quite some time. I had taken a job working third shift managing at a grocery store, thinking that I could work at night, produce content during the day, and then spend some time with the family, sleep during the day, spend time with the family in the evening, go to work. All that happened was I was exhausted all the time. So, and then a few weeks ago lost a friend of mine of about 25 years, so that hit kind of hard, but we're back at it. I'm going back to teaching. I should be starting next week, so content will be coming kind of with a vengeance now. I got a lot of stuff that I've already filmed that I just need to edit and post, and a lot more stuff to review, and then of course getting back in the outdoors. Now, getting back to the jacket. So the 3.0, what's the difference between that and the 2.0? Well, I'm going to read this off to you just so I don't miss any of the major points. So with the 3.0, they have added 3 drop pockets and 3 zippered pockets on the inside. So now the jacket has a total of 12 as opposed to the 9 that the 2.0 had. They improved zippers, and the zip goes left over right. If you would have noticed or saw the review from last year, it zipped from the left side instead of the right, like men's jackets do here in the United States. Typically we would call that the European zip, or some people do. People here in the States would call that like a female, the way females jackets zipper. So they did change that. They improved the elastic toggles on the waist and hood, improved cuff Velcro insulation strap because it's now made of rubber instead of fleece, so it holds for tighter blocking of wind, reduced hood size, and reduced bagginess on the arms. All right, so that being said, let me put this on just so you can see what it looks like, and then I will run through the features so that you can see how this goes itself. Now, as you may notice, it is not cold right now. Now, I hit the time of year in the South where, if you know anything about living in the Southeast, this time of year you can wake up and it'll be 40 degrees in the morning and then 70 like it is right now during the day, and then back down to the low 50s, high 40s at night. Rinse and repeat until you actually get winter. All right, so just gonna zip this up so you get a walk around view of what this is going to look like. Awkward modeling turn, right? All right, so now with that being said, we'll start on the outside. You have your zippered pocket here, the size of my hand as it is completely spread out right there. The zipper pulls are really nice. Your wind blocking flap right here on the inside behind the zipper, because that is a weak point for a lot of coats or jackets, fleeces, the whole 9 yards. If you don't put anything behind that zipper, it's really easy for wind to get in. Zippered pocket here on the sleeve along with your Velcro or hook and loop area. These are almost as big as my hand, completely spread out again. And again on both sides, again, another zippered thing. You do have 2 zippered pockets right back here for any other additional gear. It is a pass-through pocket, so perfect for an additional outer layer or rain layer that could be really useful. Your Baerskin logo right here. your toggles for tightening it around your waist. These come in, if you've never used yours on your jackets, I highly recommend it because it really does do a great job of stopping wind from getting under your jacket. There's another one right here. Your wrist cuffs adjustments come right here. So as you can see, you can tighten or loosen as much as you need to according to how windy it is or how cold you are. These really help a ton. So you can do it on both. On the inside of the jacket. All right, give you a run through. So here's your Baerskin logo running across the seam right up here. On this side, you do have a zippered pocket. As you can see, once again, about the size of my hand as it's spread out. But behind it, you can also, this is your drop pocket that you could put more stuff into. The other side, you have another zippered pocket right here. This one, still see about the same size. Again, a drop pocket behind it, and same with down here, and zippered as well. So you have more storage space in this jacket than any jacket I've ever seen. And the good thing about a fleece jacket is they are really good at insulation. Ones I've had in the past, and I've had quite a few, they're great for keeping you warm, except if it's a windy day. That tends to just pass right through. But this is a really thick, heavy-duty fleece, but having these wind flaps the way to block wind from coming in this way, you're really going to prevent a lot of that, which I think is pretty awesome. I think it looks good. The hood, let me put this on. If you notice, pretty much in every one of my videos, or all the time, I always wear a hat. So having this and this little flap that keeps coming right over your hat, right to the brim of your hat, you can literally zip this up and then tighten these down, and you can really, really insulate yourself with this. And as you can see, not a lot of access on the hood, which is, to me, really awesome. Because when you have a baggy hood, wind just gets right into it, and well, I'm already starting to sweat. Wind just gets right into it, and it's really not insulating your head at all, which is where you're losing most of your body heat. Now, let me put this back here. Come in a little closer. All right, so one of the things I love about this jacket, now, as you can tell, once again, it's not very cold. So why am I bringing this to you right now? When I find a piece of gear, and I've said this in other videos in the past, before I would review it all winter or test it all winter, and then in the, towards the end of it, I would do the review, and I'm like, well, now it's kind of pointless because it's too late. Winter's almost over. Why would they buy it now? So now, since I've been reviewing all types of gear for so long, I can typically go over the quality of the materials, the build, know the different materials that it's made out of, and know how it will perform just because of how much I've tested it. Now, that being said, I'm still going to, when it gets cold, start wearing it. I'll give an update video. But what I like to do now is, when I find what I think is going to be a good piece of gear, especially for cold weather, is let you know ahead of time so you can potentially go ahead and get it if you're interested in it. And then that way you don't have to wait for a review at the end of the season and then wait till the next season to buy it again or something like that. I figure this is a much more efficient way of helping you. But like I said, I've already had the 2.0, really enjoyed it. With the improvements, I think this is really going to be a whole lot better. And like I said, like with the tighter fit is even better, like keeping it closer to your body. And I mean, if you had to, I mean, with this back pocket, you could always throw a raincoat back here, so that way if it's really windy and cold and rainy, you can throw that over this, and then you now have a waterproof and well insulated cold weather system. Of course, you should always be wearing base layers that are appropriate for the season. As we always say, cotton kills. So if you're in the outdoors, please don't wear cotton t-shirts, polyester, something like that. Wool is most highly recommended by me, but just don't wear cotton, because if you start sweating, then that cotton's just going to hold that moisture, and then when it gets cold again, you're going to have a hard time getting warm. But that being said, because fleece is not cotton, so that's awesome, right? So on dry days, really cold days, even windy days, this is going to be great. But if you need an extra layer, you can easily, like I said, just stuff a raincoat back here, mostly for rain. But once you put on a raincoat, you've just got a dual layer that is incredibly good for cold weather and cold and wet weather. All right, guys, hopefully this will help you in your purchasing decisions of finding a new fleece jacket for the cold weather season. I don't know if I mentioned it. They did ask me if I wanted to review this one, so they sent it to me. I do appreciate that from them. But I'm telling you guys, the stitching on it is absolutely perfect. So just look at the hood right here. It's like that all around. The back, the sleeves. The build quality is excellent. I mean, it is literally excellent. And your zipper pulls, give you a closer look here. Sorry they're tan, and so is the jacket, so it may be a little harder to see, but they work perfectly. And I think you would really enjoy it, but time will tell on the effectiveness of the Winsulation on the newer version, just to compare it. And I'm even going to do a comparison video later on in the season. But I'm telling you right now, guys, I really think you'd be impressed. I'm very impressed with it. I'm looking forward to getting a lot of use out of this. You're probably going to be seeing it in a lot of future videos. So yeah, once again, hopefully this will help you in your purchasing decisions of finding a great cold weather fleece for the season. And the link to the company will be in the description below. And in the meantime, guys, be prepared, have fun, and check out the Baerskin Hoodie 3.0.